heard it like a boom. It was like a bomb. She was right.
Oh.
Bam.
Minding my business.
Were you singing? Oh.
Bam.
Oh,
I hit a deer. I hit a whole deer.
You better stop for that wig fall off.
I trusted this man. I'm not the only one you did this to. You don't feel sorry for me, for my children? You came into my house, I fed you. You stole from me. How are you gonna say you did something? You didn't do anything.
Plaintiff Tiffany Hennigan claims the defendant pulled a hit and run on her car. She's suing for $5,000 for damages. Defendant Sandra Hughes says she hit something that night, but it wasn't the plaintiff's car, so she doesn't owe her a dime.
And nothing but the truth?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Case number 221 on the docket, Hennigan versus Hughes.
Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Ms. Hennigan.
Yes.
You are suing the defendant, Ms. Hughes, for $5,000 for car damages caused by a hit and run. Why don't you tell me about it, and then I'll get to you.
I was in the bed asleep, me and my husband, and I heard a loud boom. It was like, boom, like a bomb. And I'm like, you know, what happened? So I'm like, look out the window, and I see her red Volkswagen in my car.
What time of the morning was this? Or
3:26 to be exact.
Okay.
What you doing up at 3:20
Okay.
I even have the picture I can show you.
Okay, and if we'll step up here and you can explain the diagram to us. And you're going to get your chance, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so your parked car is the plaintiff.
Yes.
The blue car is yours, it's parked.
Yes.
Now what happened?
When I looked out the window, because I heard it like a boom, it was like a bomb, she was right, bam, right there. And she was back trying to get out because the car was stuck into my, the back.
Yeah.
The back of my car, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, babe, get up, this lady just hit us. He runs, and she left.
Yeah. So he ran downstairs, what, to see her or to see the license plate or what?
To catch the license plate, because she was leaving. She had left. And she got 2 miles down. I called the police when I saw her leaving. The police came and caught her, and when the police pulled up to her, she was like, oh, I fell asleep. I'm sorry, I have insurance.
Okay, well, we can't imitate how she talked because you weren't there. Yeah.
Exactly, thank you.
Okay, and you can go back now. And here are, so there are the pictures of your car.
But she hit my vehicle. So I call her and I say, well, what are you gonna do about this? She crying, oh, I'm gonna pay you. We're Christians. I would never do that.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please don't sue me. You could talk to my husband.
You saw that her car had hit
Yes, sir, I did.
So she's saying 3 o'clock or something like that in the morning, a loud boom. She runs to the window, sees your car stuck basically in because the right front of your car.
That's what she claimed.
That's what she claims. Now let's get your side of the story.
Most definitely. First off, Jerry, I would like to thank you for hearing my case.
Yes.
The way her car is, how her car is parked.
Yeah.
If you allow me to show you.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, do you see the way her car is parked?
Yeah.
I have a 10-year-old daughter. She parks better than that.
Okay.
Okay? So her car is like parked like halfway in, halfway out, okay?
Okay, but it is parked. Yeah.
Yes. But look how the way it's parked. It's like some in, the rest is out.
Yeah.
Now, can I have my red car, please? Minding my business.
Were you singing? Oh,
bam. I hit a deer. I hit a whole deer. You see what I'm saying? I hit a whole deer.
She a whole clown. She's a whole clown.
Time out.
So,
here
in the
it comes
meantime,
again.
here come my car again.
Here, look out.
Here come my car again.
Oh.
Thank you. So, listen here, then I just want to bring up too. Why would she sit up there and say in the beginning that, oh, she's sitting up here throwing her husband clothes and her husband running down the street and everything like that? Why would I be, even if her husband was chasing me down the street, what makes you think at 3-something in the morning I'm about to be stopping like, oh, hey, how are you? For a man who's driving down the street. She called me crying and everything like that.
Okay.
She probably getting her butt whooped from her husband because she was scared to talk when he wasn't around. She was always whispering and everything like that. So I cannot tell my husband this. I cannot tell my husband that.
I'm a whole
so she wasn't
what I
assured
look like
either
getting a
at
whooping
that
from a
time.
man. I beat you, your husband,
Girl,
and
wait on it.
I want my money.
Okay,
You know what you did.
Hey. Stop. I now would like to very quietly see the picture of your car.
Yes.
It sure looks like your car hit something, right?
Exactly, most definitely.
Now, Is there and you were stopped 2 miles down by the police?
I was stopped 2 miles, yes. So when the police did stop me, they asked me that they had just got a call saying that I hit somebody's car. And they asked me what happened. I was in shock. I told them that I fell asleep behind the wheel, which that was a lie because I was in shock.
Who has the police report?
Me.
May I see it, please?
I fell asleep behind the wheel.
All right. They say vehicle number 1, vehicle number 2. Vehicle number 2 was the plaintiff's car. That's the one that was parked.
Yes.
So the plaintiff's car was parked, unoccupied, along the south curb, facing eastbound in front of that address. Your vehicle was going in the same direction, veered to the right in front of that house, then the front passenger side bumper and fender struck the rear driver's side bumper and quarter panel of her car. The driver of your car stated in summary, she fell asleep while driving, vehicle veered to the right and struck her vehicle. Then your vehicle traveled several blocks east, finally stopped her vehicle. She stated she did this because she panicked. All right. This is the police report. Do you have estimates of damage?
Yes, sir.
That's what I want to look at.
You're welcome. There you are, Your Honor.
Well, the total here comes to $4,354.
She did not tell me that price. She told me $1,500.
I never
the price
told you
kept
any
going up and
price. I
up,
don't know what
just
she's
like it do
talking
around
about.
tax time. She
No,
wanted some money.
It looks like just one estimate. The total parts come to $2,750 and the labor $1,604,
There you go, clown.
which comes to $4,354. Here's what I'm thinking, not having been there. Okay? I don't think we can assume, because even you're saying you didn't see the deer, so we can't assume it was a deer. And by the damage it did to the car, there probably would have been blood stains along the way or something. But anyway, this is a hell of a story to make up on the spur of the moment. In other words, you're asleep. Boom, there's a noise, very normal reaction. You get out, you jump out of bed. What was that? You look out the window. For your story to be correct in terms of that she's making it up, they would have to quickly say, hey, I got an idea. You go running downstairs. I'll call the police. Let's say that this woman hit our car, then we'll be able to collect damages. I mean, at 3 o'clock in the morning, to come up with such a story and risk getting the police involved. You know, you're not allowed to lie to a police officer and you can get, it's too much to expect. I think what probably happened, as not having been there, is you probably did hit that car. You were shocked out of it. It was a moment you dozed off. You did get scared. I think you don't really know exactly what happened because you were tired. And this is too wild of a story.
Very wild.
If she would make that up. I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $4,354.
Good, girl.
Next time, drink coffee, clown.
Girl, you a clown. Goofy.
Remain at the stand. Ma'am, remain at the
The
stand.
deer. You was driving, deer. You better stop for that wig fall off.
You bitch, you
Say
better
do
stop
what?
before your ass fall off. With your beauty supply store ring on, baby, bye. How much
Why
you get
you
for
a
that?
hater?
Girl, bye.
Why you hating?
Girl, bye. You
I
must,
can go.
No,
you
one
must
second,
got
one
removed from 40.
The deer was driving the car.
Deer.
All right.
I'm the deer. I'm driving the
You
car.
ladies connected down to y'all? You're gonna make a right past the door.
I'm tired of this lady calling, harassing me. I'm glad that she got her money. It's done and over with. So, yes, she did make a fair one to get her out of my life.
My case was her, and I appreciate it because I won. That's all I wanted was my money. I don't want anything else. That's all. Thank you, Judge Shear.
Plaintiff Jeannie Vargas claims the defendant botched a big home repair job and left her and her children without heat. Defendant Angel Valle claims the plaintiff wanted to give her home a Maserati makeover on a Kia budget.
Case number 102 on the docket, Vargas versus Valle.
We have the plaintiff, Ms. Vargas. You are suing the defendant for $5,000 for home repairs. Tell me about it.
I trusted this man and I paid this man to fix my house while I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I came back and my house was a total disaster.
That's not true.
That is true. I have pictures
not
and you
true.
know it's true.
Okay.
I know Angel for a couple of years. I know him through a previous boss.
Yes.
So I felt very comfortable and I trusted Angel while I was away on vacation for 2 weeks to leave him in my house so he could fix my house.
And what did you want fixed?
Floor leveling, put tiles on, fix my walls because I had old walls, so he was going to remodel them and make them flat. He was going to put moldings, and he was going to fix the basement. He was supposed to put some support for me, and he didn't do any of
So the
that.
things you had asked him to do, were they written down? I mean, was there a
Yes.
specific?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of that?
I also paid him
Yes.
up front $4,500 to do the work while I was on vacation.
So you paid him ahead of time.
Half ahead of time.
And how much did you pay him? $4,500, you
Correct.
said? What part of what he was supposed to do in this list has not been done?
He didn't do anything. All
That's
he
not
did
true.
was, I have pictures.
That's not true.
So all he did was, he removed the heating system. That's what he did.
Yeah.
And he did some of the walls. That's all he did. He didn't,
didn't do
nothing
anything
else.
on the floor?
He didn't do no floors. He put some boards on the floor that were not even nailed to the floor. He just put it there the day before I got there, so that way it could show that he did something.
First of all, she waited till after she was on vacation to send me money.
That's a lie.
That is not.
I have it right
That's
here.
Not. There was the day.
He was
the
paid
day
on May
after-
15,
the day after-
$2,499. He was
Okay.
also paid on May 15, $1, which totaled to $2,500. Also, the day before I left, he requested.
After she left.
He requested
After
that I
she
pay him.
left. After
He
she left.
requested that I pay him. So on
money.
June 6th,
Okay.
I paid him an extra $2,000.
Okay.
So it was a total of $4,500. I left on June 6th.
If this is a record of the
Okay.
payments made, then this is a record of the payments
Okay.
made. So by June 6th completed, it is $4,500.
To be honest with you, Judge, she had a budget of Kia and she wanted a Maserati.
But you agreed to it.
No.
You
no.
agreed to it.
Stop
No.
speaking. Let him
Interrupting.
finish.
As you can see, this is why I ended up walking away, because I can't speak to the plaintiff. As far as the heat that she brought up, her husband sent me a text basically saying, cut out the pipes. I have a new heating system coming in, so we're gonna use that.
Do you have a copy of that text, that instruction?
I don't have it on me right now.
And what did you say after that text was sent?
I don't know, you tell me.
You said, okay.
Okay, so that's what I did. I cut out the pipes.
And
Okay,
that's
so
the-
you cut out the pipes.
Yes, so now I'm being blamed because they don't have heat. How is that my fault when you told me to cut out the pipes?
Okay, so how is that his fault?
I had to pay somebody else to come and fix his work and finish
They
it.
didn't have to
Okay.
fix mine.
His workers only came to my house for 25 hours in 2 weeks.
Not true.
That's it. Yes, it is. I have
Not
it here and
true.
I have it in camera. These are the
Okay,
times
let
that
me see.
they showed up and they did not show up. Out of the 25 hours, Angel was only there 16 hours. When I came back, nothing was done. The only
That's
thing
not
that was
true.
done was the heating cut out. That's it. And half the
heating cut.
walls.
I also jacked up the beams from downstairs and framed that out as well.
You
And
did
to
a terrible job doing
I
that.
Did see, now I went from not doing it to I did a terrible job.
So of these items that she wanted you to do, which ones, and I'll go through them, you tell me if you completed it. The entrance to the walkway, side walls in the middle of the room with ceiling and moldings on the wall. Did you do that?
I started. Everything, nothing was completed, everything was started. Now, the
But
thing
if she
is,
wanted you to do this in 2 weeks, did you agree that you would do this in 2 weeks?
Yes.
I told her I would try my best to do it in 2 weeks. And on top of that, when she kept adding things, and I kept running into problems that I saw, like the
Okay.
electrical, there was no way I was gonna do it in 2 weeks. And
Okay.
she knew that. And I gave her a heads up even before the 2 weeks, telling her, look, I'm not gonna finish everything.
So the deal was that he would be paid $10,000 to do all of this?
Yes.
Well, it's a little early to say he didn't do it if the $10,000 hasn't been paid.
He said he agreed. He know that he didn't do the work. He
Okay.
agreed on paying me back money, some of the money back.
Can I see that?
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, she kept texting me every 10 minutes. It got to the point where, you know what? I said, you know what? I was gonna take a loss at that time. And I said, you know what? I shouldn't have to take a loss. And when she got back, I told her it would take me about a week and a half to finish everything. She had the same attitude that she has here, times 10 because there's nobody looking
is
at her
not
at the
true.
time.
That
and
is
she
not true.
basically said, no, I'm not letting you touch anything.
So
You're
show me
not
the
finishing
text.
anything and everything
Your Honor,
else.
after I came back,
Did you
he
tell
ignored
him
me.
not to finish it?
No, Your Honor,
Yes,
he
she did.
ignored me. Look, I trusted this man to fix my house while I was gone. This man left. I'm not blaming the heating thing on him, but I am, because if I had the money, if I didn't have to overspend, then I'll be able to provide heating for my children, okay? But I cannot do that because I had to overspend money to fix the problems that he did. And he's gonna sit here and he's gonna lie, and that's not fair because I trusted you, Angel. I even gave you a year later. I even spoke to your friend and he said, you said you was gonna pay me back. And you just disappeared on me. You're a scam artist.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
scam
not the
artist,
only one
okay.
you did this to. You don't feel sorry for me? For my children?
Okay.
You came into my house, I fed you. You stole from me.
I
How you
stole
gonna
from
say
you.
you did something?
Okay.
You didn't
All
do
right.
anything.
And at this point, it's not like she gave me $10,000 and I walked away. I did what she paid me for.
Would you
plus
pay
on
him the
top of
other
that-
45 to complete it?
The work is already completed. I paid an extra $10,000 to complete the work. My house is done right now. The only thing is that I cannot afford to do the heating because I had to pay extra to get the work done. And I also had to pay a cleaning crew to come in and clean my
Okay.
house.
All right,
After all
okay.
the mess he left.
All right.
My daughter has asthma, and I pleaded to him to please have the house at least fixed, okay, cleaned,
Okay.
so when I get
And it
home, my
was.
daughter do not get sick.
I understand you have a video
Yes.
of what the place looked like. Let's take a look at the video.
That's what my house looked like when I came back from vacation. All he did was those walls right there
Yeah.
and remove the heating pipes and the two beams downstairs that he made a big mess on.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
you
Now
see
you
that
be
there's a
quiet
whole
and you
bunch of
talk.
furniture
Yes.
there, right? That I had to constantly move
Yeah.
to finish those walls.
That furniture was there before
Okay.
you left.
You see, I did nothing, but all those walls were done.
Yeah.
And it was a matter of just finishing the taping and painting, and then I would have been done up there.
Okay.
So again, I'm being really like downplayed everything that I did there.
What about the floors?
I just
think
put
that
the base for the floors.
You
I
just,
didn't actually
you just
do
laid them
do
on the floor. They
floors.
weren't put on.
The $4,500 was a down payment for a job that you wanted. The job was a $10,000 job. If the $10,000 had been paid, and you would then show me these pictures of what the place looked like, I would very easily say, wow, $10,000 for that? Sorry, she gets her money back. I can't make that total judgment on a down payment because a down payment does not suggest that when you look at what's been done when you got back, it will look like it's anywhere near done because it's just the down payment. But I do believe what was done, even so far, is maybe less than she had a right to expect. The $4,500 was not supposed to pay for the complete work, and work that is in the middle of being done, particularly if it's construction work, is always going to look messy, is always going to look like there were holes in the wall, etc. The $63 for the remote and the keys you certainly get back. And I'm also going to give her back $1,000. So I fine for the plaintiff $1,063.
That's not fair.